Alright, race fans, welcome to MaxSpeedTV. We are live here at Williams Grove Speedway with the Dirt Slingers Racing League. Tonight's race is presented by Southern Indiana Lawn Care. So again, hang tight with us. As always, we're going to be starting hot laps very soon. Right now, we have to get the order lined up. We have about 20 to 22 drivers here tonight that are going to be taking the track very, very soon. So again, hang tight, and they will be getting going very soon. Alright folks, for anyone that is just joining, again, we do have just a couple of minutes here while they get all the drivers in here. Looks like we have a few more joining, so we might have about 25, 26 drivers. If we can get to 27, we will have a C main race here tonight, along with our B main and then the A main here tonight. But before we get to that, hot laps are the first step, which it looks like we do have some drivers coming out on the track now. First up on the track is going to be Steven Renaud, Justin Chapman, Sean Wallenfels Jr., Nate Davis, and Derek Walker are going to be your first 5 drivers out on the track. Again, these guys are just running heat laps, and then they will be setting times. Based on those times, we'll determine how they set into their heat races. So we should have about 5 heat races here tonight. They usually put anywhere from 6 to 8 drivers in those. So that is for anybody that's new here, that is how this is going to work tonight. They will get up to 45 miles an hour, get spread apart, and then race control will give them a green flag. As soon as they get the green flag and make their first official lap, we will start getting you those times. But until then, we're just going to sit back and let them get up to pace. Alright, green flag is in the air, folks, as we're riding around with Justin Chapman here in that 57 machine. We'll just see what these guys can do here. Again, these are their first laps going by, so that one will not be one that we want to report back to you. But this right here will be his first official lap to see what he can do. Who's going to get pole on these hot laps here, and who will be starting towards the back. And this will determine it, as he's going to complete his first lap right here. A 18.600. That would put him at top, but Nate Davis is going to pass him now with a 18.543. So we still have Steven Renaud, Sean Wallenfels. Well, Sean Wallenfels, 18.519 to put him up top. Derek Walker now to third with a 18.520 as Justin Chapman now takes the pole back with a 18.449. Steven Renaud just putting in a third place time with a 18.497. So see if anybody can get up there. Right now it's Justin Chapman that is at the top of the charts here, as it looks like the next group of guys is coming out. So this group of guys will be shutting them down. Got about one more lap. They will shut it down here at the line. Can anybody top Justin Chapman right now? So far, nobody can. And they will shut him down. Alright, coming out onto the track for the next set of hot laps is going to be John Batista, JR Bash, Cody Olsen, Roger Wagner, and Barry King. Again, these are just hot laps here. These guys will set the time, determine where they're going to start in their heat race. Based on the drivers we have here, we should have about 5, maybe 6 heat races. Probably about 5, if my calculations are correct here. So we will give these guys again a chance to get those engines warmed up, get to 45 miles an hour, get spread out, and they will be given the green flag from race control here very shortly. Alright folks, just a few seconds and they will get that green flag. Again, just getting these engines warmed up, getting them spread out. And then we will go green flag hot lap racing. Alright, green flag is in the air for hot laps round 2. Again, we're riding along. Oh, Roger Wagner smacking the outside wall. Luckily that was not a time lap for him, so that will not affect it unless he got some damage. As it looks like he may, as he's all out of shape right there, hitting the inside wall. So he is going to have to get in and get a fast repair real fast. We'll switch over to JR Bash, who got a nice little paint job going on there. He is going to come across. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that, folks. Trading paints. Oh, no, he is pink on one side. Sorry about that. I thought my trading paints loaded. He's got pink on one side and green on the other. We were told to set something special for us, so we're going to go on board with him real fast. And he does. MaxSpeedTV right there on the wing. So give a shout out to a JR Bash. Nice paint job. And we got a logo right there on the wing of that car. That is a very awesome place to have it, and we like it. That going back outside, John Batista running at 18.349, top of the charts now. That will put him at the top. Cody Olsen currently in 6th with a 18.429, so we'll see what he can do as he's coming across the line right now. See if he improves on that time. He will not. JR Bash currently in 8th with a 18.487. We'll see if he can complete any faster lap here. He does jump to 7th with an 18.438. Barry King back in 9th with an 18.527. And Roger Wagner only getting a 33.444 after hitting the wall and going to pit road. So that will possibly drop him to the very back. I don't foresee anybody running a slower time than him here tonight. Coming out onto the track now is going to be Chris Brenner, Corey Henry, Brad Dyer, and Danny Waller Jr. And it looks like, if we pronounce this name correct, not sure if he's coming out or just new. He is definitely new to the league here. Brandon Kreutz, I believe is how that's pronounced. But we will definitely get a clarification on that, as he is not going out this time. So we will have Corey Henry, Chris Brenner, Brad Dyer, and Danny Waller Jr. coming out for the next set of hot laps here. Alright, so again, just getting these engines warmed up, getting these guys spread apart, and then they will be given the green flag. And we got some guys going into pit road. So we got Roger Wagner on pit road, so he's not out here. Green flag is given, though. Riding along with Danny Waller Jr. right here to see what he can do. Again, this won't be a fast time here because he was under pacing for part of it. So we'll let him complete this lap. As we move along to Corey Henry here, This should be a actual fast lap for him as he's coming around turn 3 and out of turn 4 now. So we will see what he can do with that monster cat on that car. Jumps to 12th with a 19.273. Chris Brenner with a 18.494 to jump to 9th place in that machine. That is a good spot. Top 10 right there. Solid. He will get there as he jumps to 5th now with a 18.414. Brad Dyer still back in 11th with now 12th with a 18.591, but he is crossing the line here. We will see if he improves on that time any. He will improve on that to jump to 10th now with a 18.525. We still have Corey Henry back with a 18.538. Oh, never mind, folks. 18.408 to jump to 4th. So he is currently in 4th. Chris Brenner in 6th. Brad Dyer back in 11th. And Danny Waller Jr. right now in 13th with an 18.668. So we will see if Danny Waller Jr. can top that as Corey Henry now jumps to 2nd with an 18.374. Danny Waller still in 13th with that 18.572. So he will stay in 13th as this round of hot laps is complete. So the next group of guys will include Brian Irby, Zach Rounds, and Johnny Bell. These guys are going to pull out, and we will take a real fast break, and we'll be right back as soon as these guys. Alright, folks, these guys again, they're just getting it up, waiting on one more driver, and we did get confirmation while there it is Kreutz, so that is how you pronounce it, so we did get that right, thank goodness. But these guys are rolling out now, so again we have Brian Irby, Zach Rounds, and Johnny Bell coming out, and we should have one more driver, not sure where he is, but he is currently not on the track here. Alright, so yeah, again, we should have one more. But they will be getting the green flag here just in a second here. Only a handful more drivers left to take times here. As we have about 15 that have taken times and about 7 or 8 more that have not. So we will get these guys going, and we will be heat racing very shortly here. Gonna go very fast. These guys are good at what they do, and these are the best of the best drivers on iRacing here. Alright, green flag is out. These guys are going to start their heat here, hot laps here, right along with Johnny Bell now. So he's the first one to cross the line. We will see what his first time is. Alright, going out of turn 4 here. We'll see if he can get into that top 10. Currently 16th. And he will jump to 14th with a 18.684. Brian Irby still in 16th now. Zach Rounds jumping to 2nd place with a 18.354. So that is a great run, and only a handful of drivers to hit 3s. Only the top 5. So we'll see if he can top that. Brian Irby getting to 12th now with a 18.504. So a good run for him. Still looking for Johnny Bell. See if he can top that time right now, the 18.607. And he does, to jump one more spot to 15th with an 18.550. We're still keeping an eye on Zach Rounds, who ran a faster time of 18.353, but still in 2nd place by .037. So he will not bump any higher than that position right now. I'm going to jump along to Brian Irby, who just crossed the line. Does gain one more spot to 11th with an 18.446. And Zach Rounds does set the fastest time here in hot laps with an 18.300.016 above John Batista. So he is your fastest time right now as their hot laps are done. Alright, coming out onto the track now is going to be Bob Raimondo, Jason Allison, Craig Levan, and Ricky Sanders. So we got Ricky Sanders in here, always putting on a good show. He is very fast along with Bob Raimondo. Craig Levan's been putting together some good runs. Jason Allison's fairly new, but he is getting the hang of this. So again, they will get these engines all warmed up, and they are just a few moments away from taking the green as we still have Jason Allison pulling off a pit road here. Alright, so Jason Allison getting that engine revved up and getting it warm. So again, we will be green flag hot lapping here in just a few seconds. Oh, take a little bit longer. For some reason, Bob Raimondo just now coming out onto the track. So, I might have had something wrong that he had to fix, but he is out on the track now. Alright, green flag is in the air. That should be a good lap for Ricky Sanders as he crossed the line right as he took the green. So we'll look to see. It obviously will not be his fastest lap of the hot lap session here, but it will be a fairly decent time as he was under power the whole time. So we will see just what he puts here. With a 19.293, definitely not a time he's going to stick with. So he will keep going around. Bob Raimondo with a 18.681 to put him in 17th. Jason Allison with a 19.098 to put him in 18th. And right there, Ricky Sanders up to second with an 18.305. That is a time that he will definitely be happy with as he is only 0.005 off of Zach Rounds. Them two put up a good battle every time they're up there together, so we will definitely be watching them tonight for possible a win. Craig Levan still in 18th with an 18.593. Rob Raimondo back in 19th with a 18.606. And Jason Allison back in 20th with a 18.726. Now Craig Levan jumping to 6th to put him in the top 10 with an 18.393. And Ricky Sanders stopping on his last lap there with an 18.263 to actually pass Zach Rounds by 0.036. Bob Raimondo now jumping up to 14th with an 18.463. Jason Allison still taking almost the rear of the field, except for Roger Wagner with an 18.726 back in 20th place. We still have 4 more drivers that have yet to come out, so we have one more little set of hot laps, and then we will be green flag racing in heat races. Coming out onto the track now is Brandon Kreutz, Michael Hembold, Richard Stallings, and we still have Paul Crumry, who has not come onto the track yet. So we will see if he is going to make it or if he is out of here for the night. Not sure if he's still connected or not. But either way, we have these 3 drivers fixing to make their way out for hot laps. And we got two cars here. Look, we're almost identical. As Dustin Sizemore just connecting, so we got one more driver. Michael Hembold and Richard Stallings both with solid blue cars, as the green flag has just been waved. So we will see. We're going to ride along with Michael Hembold as he will be the first one to complete a lap. That will not be the lap he is going to do, but we will watch this one right here. So this is his first timed lap. See just what he's got here tonight in this 360 race here at Volusia Speedway with DSRL. Alright, crossing the line here. He is going to run a 18.804 to put him in 22nd. Richard Stallings running a 18.648 to put him in 21st now. Brandon Kreutz running a 18.569 to put him in 19th place. So those guys have got a little work to do if they want to get up to those top 10 and possibly be in one of the early heats and be up there and be contending for a heat win to go to the Trophy Dash. But right now, Richard Stallings, the closest one, with an 18.469 to put him in 15th spot here in Hot Laps. We will see if anybody can do anything. Dustin Sizemore coming out extremely late. He's just in pit road. We'll see. He should stop. Michael Hembold still in 23rd with an 18.804. Brandon Kreutz still in 20th with an 18.559. So none of these guys cracking the top 10, but they still have at least one more lap here as they have 4 to complete the fastest lap they can. So see what Brandon can do here. He's going to shut it down. That fast lap will not pass his fastest lap. So that will conclude that set of hot laps. Alright folks, not sure. We still have Paul Crumry and Dustin Sizemore that have not come out on the track. They may just be tagged onto the end of heat races as they were here late. Paul Crumry not late, but Dustin Sizemore was. So we will keep an eye on that. Right now, not sure what the verdict is on that. Dustin Sizemore definitely looking like he wants to get on the track as he is out of his pit stall and ready to go out on the track. But I'm sure they will probably put him at the end of a heat race since he was late. But we will get all that sorted out, folks, and we will be right back with either the last little bit of hot laps or your first heat race here tonight. Alright folks, he may get a chance to go out here. Nope, he is going to reset into his pit. So there he is going into pit, so he will not be coming out, folks. He will be tagged on to the end of a heat race. So again, we are just moments away from heat race number 1. Soon as they start lining up, we will be right back to cover all the racing action for you. Alright folks, we do want to take a quick reminder while we are under yellow here. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button if you like what you see here. We have several races. Just about every night of the week we have something going on here on MaxSpeedTV. If you like the race here itself and you like this format, the way we do it, be sure and give us a thumbs up. Let us know you like what you see. That is one thing that helps us keep going, is knowing that you like what we broadcast. So again, give us that thumbs up, and we will again be right back as soon as they roll out for heat race number 1 here tonight. Alright folks, in a little drivers meeting there they had to go over, just clarify some stuff for the drivers, but they are going green flag racing for heat race number 1 here very shortly, as they are pulling out. Heat race number 1 tonight will include Ricky Sanders, Steven Renaud, Chris Brenner is not supposed to be in there. Nate Davis, Ryan Irby, Derek Walker, and Danny Waller Jr. All Crumry as well will be in there. So we're going to have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drivers in heat race number 1. Out on the pole is going to be Ricky Sanders, who had an outstanding lap of a 18.263. Alright, so getting a bunch of stuff, folks. We will be green flag racing very shortly here as these guys get nice and bunched up. Race control will give them the okay, and they will start racing. Alright, green flag is in the air. A little bit slow start. Usually the leader starts back in turn 4. They started a little closer to the actual start-finish line. But right now, we got a good battle. The battle that we're going to be looking for with only 25 drivers here. We will not have a C main, only a B. So the transfer spot is going to be Steven Renaud. So anybody behind him will be going to the B main. So that's what we're looking for. Is Nate Davis is trying to run down Steven Renaud. Meanwhile, Derek Walker is going to be trying to run him down as well. So we've got to watch that spot again. Only the top 2 go to the trophy dash. Everybody else will go directly to the B main. So we've got to keep an eye on that. Nate Davis working over Steven Renaud right now. He's going to try everything he can to get by him. And he will probably try to dive it down on the inside, as that's where he has to pass. There's not a whole lot of passing done on the top side of this track. It's very difficult to do with the way this track is shaped. It just is not a pass-friendly track, so you have to do everything you can to get by someone on the bottom, or do it if they make a mistake. And none of these guys, whether it be Sanders, Davis, Renaud, or Walker, make very many mistakes. So you've got to capitalize on any mistakes they do make here tonight. As Walker's looking like he's going to try to get by Davis, he just couldn't complete the pass there in turn 2. We'll see what he can do coming into turn 3 and 4 here. Is still not being able to get by here. Sanders, meanwhile, is out front, and he has maintained that lead the entire race so far. But Derek Walker, who's sitting back in 4th right now, just ran the fastest time of the entire session with an 18.239. So a little bit faster there, as he's looking like he might pass Nate Davis here for 3rd. Again, that is not a spot to go anywhere except for the B main. He wants to get by Davis so he can try to get to the back bumper of Steven Renaud and see if he can lock himself into the trophy dash and into the A main here a little bit later tonight in the broadcast. But he just can't get by him, as Nate Davis is just too fast right now. And again, they're running the same line. You can't hardly pass. So Steven Renaud up here back in 2nd place again is feeling pretty comfortable, as he's got about a 3 or 4 car length lead over Nate Davis and Walker, my bad, Derek Walker. The name's a little tongue twisted there. But that those are the spots that we're going to keep watching, as Sanders pretty much has a good sizable lap unless he makes any mistakes. Steven Renaud is not gaining time on him. Again, Derek Walker is still gaining time on Nate Davis, as he's going to try on the inside here. We'll see if he can get by him going into turn 3. He's going to just stick with staying right behind him. He cannot get by him right now. Further back in the field, we do have Paul Crumry back there, as well as Danny Waller Jr. in 4th and 5th. Or 5th and 6th, my bad. As that will conclude heat race number 1, folks. Oh, Steven Renaud getting into the 40 of Ricky Sanders. That is after the race, just didn't get wound up in time. But that will conclude it. It'll be Ricky Sanders and Steven Renaud going on to the trophy dash. Everyone else will be going to the B main here tonight. Alright, so we got the next group of guys coming out here. As soon as some of these guys get out of their cars, we will let you know the official lineup here. All right, we have Zach Rounds, Craig Levan, Justin Chapman, Brad Dyer, Johnny Bell, and Jason Allison here starting heat race number 2. And they're going to get these cars lined up good and tight. And out on the front pole will be Zach Rounds with the fastest time during hot laps. And the 2 cars we really want to pay attention to in this race that have always put on a good show, we got to see what they can do, is Zach Rounds and Justin Chapman. Both of those guys are fierce competitors with each other and with everybody else in here, so we are definitely going to be watching them to see if they can do anything here tonight. Alright, we should be getting the green flag this next time by. On the outside pole is Craig Levan putting up a really good time. So he will be right now in the spot 2 transfer. But I guarantee you Justin Chapman's going to have something to say about that. Alright, not going green. We got a couple of cars out of shape here and out of line. So we're going to take one more lap here, folks. Again, while we're under caution here for heat race number 2, before we get started, we do want to remind you that this series here tonight on Saturday night is brought to you by Southern Indiana Lawn Care, the official sponsor of DSRL Saturday Series. Alright, we've got a couple of cars way up high, but the green flag will drop nevertheless. Zach Rounds getting a good start. Craig Levan not getting the start he probably wanted, as that's going to let Chapman by easily at the start of the race here for heat race number 2. So now he's got his work cut out for him, as he is outside of the transfer spot to go to the trophy dash. And he's got a nice little battle going on behind him, but not much for Chapman, as he's pretty locked in right now. So we will keep an eye. Again, Justin Chapman and Zach Rounds are your 2 going to the trophy dash as they run right now. Both teammates, so we'll see how they race each other here. Looking a little further back, your next spot is Craig Levan, who is way out of shape, and he's going to lose 2 spots there, possibly 2. Yep, he will lose 2 to the 365 of Brad Dyer and the 76 of Johnny Bell. So he will lose those 2 spots. So we'll see if Johnny Bell has anything for Craig Levan here, or if I got it for Justin Chapman, as they are slowing down. So we are under caution for the first time here in heat race number 2. Alright, first caution of the race here in heat race number 2. Again, we don't really have time to go back and look at them here. Once we get into the mains, we have a little bit more time, so we will go back and look at replays and see what happened. But they will be going green flag racing again, probably about 2 laps or so. Probably about a lap here. Zach Rounds is going to be your leader for heat race number 2 still. Alright, green flag is back in the air. Zach Rounds getting a great start, but Justin Chapman is still right there on his back bumper. So we will see if Chapman can get by him. He will race them clean as their teammates, as he would anybody else anyway, but he's definitely going to race him just a little bit cleaner. Probably not quite as hard because he is a teammate, as we have Johnny Bell and Brad Dyer trading paint back there, and that is in 3rd and 4th. Dustin Sizemore almost getting into the 610 of Craig Levan. So we'll see how they're going to do theirs. Oh! Brad Dyer and Johnny Bell into the outside wall together. They collect it, keep it going. Johnny Bell still into the inside wall now, collecting Craig Levan into that as well. That's going to slow them down. Now Jason Allison is going to try to get by. He just can't capitalize off of those mistakes. That was a lot of beating and banging back there in the back, folks. That cost a lot of these guys a lot of time, but back up front still is Zach Rounds being just hunted down right now by Justin Chapman in the 57 machine. He's going to try everything he can. He knows he has a nice cushion with all of that beating and banging going on back there, so he does not have to push it as hard. The next car back is going to be, back here with Sizemore, is going to be Dustin Sizemore and Brad Dyer. So Brad Dyer is the one that needs to catch up to Chapman if he wants to advance to the Trophy Dash. If not, he will be fighting his way through the B main here tonight, and that is not where he wants to be with this caliber of field. It will be very hard. Hopefully he will start up front because he will be finishing third as he runs now if nothing happens. Dustin Sizemore is trying everything he can. He's going to try to get by him. Hopefully he can get by him clean. They have already been bumping back there, so we will see what happens. With only a very few handful of laps here to go. But still, anything is possible here tonight. Take a look back in front, still with Zach Rounds out front. Kind of gained a little bit of lead over Chapman here. He's got about 5 car lengths over him. So we will see just what they can do. See if he has anything for him, as it looks like that might conclude it. Yep, that will conclude heat race number 2. They are pulling it over. So going to the Trophy Dash will be Zach Rounds and Justin Chapman. Everyone else, Craig, Brad, Dustin, Johnny, and Jason will be going to the B main here tonight. So getting ready, we're almost there. We're going to be starting heat race number 3 very shortly. Alright, heat race number 2 drivers are getting off the track now. Heat race number 3 getting ready. This one will have John Batista, Sean Wallenfels, Bob Ramundo, Barry King, and Michael Hembold. Just waiting on Dustin Sizemore to clear his car from the track, as he is still inside that machine. They will probably not go racing as long as he's in there, so they're waiting on that and these guys to get all lined up. So again, we will be going green flag racing in about a lap or so. Alright, they're getting it nice and tightly bunched up here. Out on pole is John Batista, followed by Sean Wallenfels on the outside pole for heat race number 3. Not going green this time, but they one more lap as we got a few cars not where they're supposed to be. They're way off the leaders here. So they will take another lap here to get bunched up, and then they will drop the green flag. Sure why Barry King needs to get that machine up to the front, as he's falling back a little bit. Alright folks, still not going green. Race control is not happy with the lineup here. Got Barry King still needs to get up to the car unless we're missing somebody. And they are going to park them here for heat race number 3. Let some people get into the pits here. Alright, well, red flag in heat race number 3. These guys are getting into the pits. and getting fresh cars. So again, we're not sure what's going on, folks, but if we find out, we will pass that information along to you. As they are in pits getting new cars, something probably came up. So we will find out what happened and be right back. Alright, folks, got some things sorted out there into that red flag, and we are back to yellow here as these cars are coming out for heat race number 3. It's going to be John Batista, Sean Wallenfels, Cody Olsen, Bob Ramundo, Barry King, and Michael Hembold are going to be your drivers coming out for heat race number 3 here tonight. Alright, these guys are going to get it all lined up again, and then we will be going green flag racing hopefully this next time by. Alright, starting out on the pole for heat race number 3 is John Batista, followed by the 21 of Sean Wallenfels. On the outside pole, Cody Olsen, Bob Ramundo, Michael Embold, and Barry King. Green flag is in the air. Good start for John Batista there. That's what he needed to get out front and stay out front. Michael Wallenfeld's still on the outside of him, though. Dipping, they're going to be a double file for a while, but they single file it out now. Cody Olsen digging it to the inside to see if he can to get by Wallenfeld's. Not sure, as we have Michael Hembold into the outside fence all by himself there. Just got a little out of shape and got into that outside wall. But he is back moving, so again we will jump back up to Cody Olsen and Sean Wallenfels, because that is the transfer spot to determine if you go to the B main or if you're going directly to the Trophy Dash. Everybody wants to be locked into the A main. It's less racing, less wear and tear on your car, so we will see just what they can do here. As Cody's going to try hard, but again he just can't get to the inside enough. He's right on Wallenfeld's back bumper, but he just can't get by, so he's going to keep digging here into turn 1 and 2, see if he can do it, but it doesn't look like he can, so he will keep trying as they get into turn 3 and 4 coming up. Rainwild, John Batista out front with a great lead with about 4 to 5 car lengths over Wallenfeld, so he is moving in a hurry. We are going to keep an eye on that as Cody Olsen does get by Wallenfels, but can't hold it, and he does get passed right back by him. So Wallenfels almost losing that spot to the Trophy Dash to Cody Olsen, but does not. He hangs on to it. We got a little bit of a battle going back here for Barry King and Bob Ramundo. They're going to battle hard. Again, that is for 4th and 5th place. So they are putting on a nice little battle. Back in the back is Michael Hembold, who is a little off pace for now. He did hit that wall, so that could be a little bit of damage to that car. So he is going to have a little damage there, possibly be a little slower than them just because of that. And he's going to hang tight and probably be going directly to the B main here tonight. But out front again is still John Batista leading every lap of heat race number 3. We're still keeping an eye on Sean Wallenfels. Again, that is the transfer spot to the Trophy Dash versus the B main. And he pretty much has that locked down right now, barring he does not make any mistakes, which you can do at this track. It's a very tricky track. It's a driver's track. If you know how to drive it, you can do it well. And Cody Olsen looks to be like he's falling off of him. He catches him in the corner here, but just does not have the momentum that he needs to maintain. He's got about a 4 to 5 car length disadvantage to Wallenfels right now as they are going into turn 4. Looking a little further back still, we still have that little bit of a battle going on, not as big as it was, between Barry King and Bob Ramundo. And again, in the back is Michael Hembold. So not a whole lot of battling going on right now, as they've pretty much got single file and spread out. John Batista with a great sizable lead right now, as it looks like heat race number 3 will conclude. So moving on to the Trophy Dash is going to be John Batista and Sean Wallenfels. Cody Olsen, Bob Ramundo, Barry King, and Michael Hembold will be going to the B main. Alright, just a few moments here and we will get the guys out for heat race number 4. It looks like they are rolling out now. So we will get these guys out on the track. It's going to be Corey Henry, Chris Brenner, J.R. Bash, Richard Stallings, Brandon Kreutz, and Roger Wagner. Starting on the pole for heat race number 4 is going to be Corey Henry, as he was 12th fastest in qualifying. And again, this is heat race number 4 here tonight with Corey Henry, Chris Brenner, J.R. Bash, Richard Stallings, Brandon Kreutz, and Roger Wagner. One we'll keep an eye on tonight is Brandon Kreutz, who is brand new to this league tonight. So we will see what he does, what he brings to the table, if he's got anything for our top runners here tonight. So we will definitely be keeping an eye on him. Back up to the front is where we should be going green if the race control likes the way they are lined up. And they do. Green flag has dropped on the race. Wow, Corey Henry getting a great start up there, folks, as they are all sorts of beating and banging in the back here. Between the 82 and the 175, touching there. They do collect it, keep it going. Roger Wagner to the inside, passing the 175 of Richard Stallings. They're almost going to touch coming out of turn 4, but they do not do it. J.R. Bash here putting on a good run. That is the 82 right there, putting on a great run to be in third place. Nice paint job too there, JR, with a double-sided pink on one side, green on the other. Almost forget who he is when you see him sometimes. He is in third. He's going to try to run down the 84. They're 3 wide going into turn 1, folks. But in same positions, it looks like Richard Stallings is going to get into the 31 of Roger Wagner and lose a lot of momentum. That is going to push him back. So now it's all about Roger Wagner trying to get by Richard Stallings, almost touching, but they don't. He keeps it going. J.R. Bash in the 82 right now is trying to hunt down Chris Brenner and see if he can get up there. Right now, Corey Henry and Chris Brenner are your 2 transfer spots to the Trophy Dash. Chris Brenner now trying to put the moves on Corey Henry to see if he can get that spot from him and be 1 spot higher up in the Trophy Dash, which will be locked into the A-main here tonight. Looking a little further back, though, J.R. Bash still has a lot of company from Richard Stallings and Roger Wagner to see if they can try to get by. Brandon Kreutz now trying to get by Roger Wagner. Can't do it. Almost touched. If they didn't touch, they might have. But he loses a little momentum there, racing with Roger Wagner. So moving through the field a little up. Right ahead of them is, or behind them there, folks, is the 175 Richard Stallings. J.R. Bash in that pink and green machine, number 82, currently ahead of Roger Wagner. So we will see what they can do. He's got to try to catch down Chris Brenner if he wants to get into the Trophy Dash. Meanwhile, we have a battle up here as Chris Brenner tries to get by Corey Henry, hits the inside wall, and that possibly will bring out a caution. We will see. So far, no caution, folks. They are still going. That was a 1-car incident. Yep, they will slow down, so that will bring out a caution. Alright, again, that is caution number 1 here in heat race number 4. These guys will get single file, get where they belong, get any fast repairs done they need, and they will be back out on the track. Alright, folks, green flag is back in the air here. So we got a nice, Roger Wagner into the wall, into J.R. Bash, and they will get also collecting Brandon Kreutz into that one. Not sure if that's going to bring out a caution, and it does bring out a caution, folks. That'll be caution number 2 right off the restart. So again, that is not normally happening here. It's just had a few people collecting into each other. Meanwhile, Corey Henry still out front in that 03 machine, that Monster Cat paint job on there. He is representing well for Monster Cat. Followed right behind him is the 82 of J.R. Bash in second place. So he has gained a spot there. So now he is the cutoff spot for the Trophy Dash here tonight. Richard Stallings is the car you want to pay attention to see if he can get up there, as we're going to be going green here just moments away again. Yeah, 1 more lap. They're not where they need to be. So again, we will take 1 more lap here. Alright, folks, we should be getting it. Nope, no green flag this time. They're going to go one more time around. Alright, folks. Again, we should be going green this time. Out front still is Corey Henry, followed by... They've traded some spots there. Where we got the 82 JR Bash back towards back now, so he did not get that spot. So right now it is Richard Stallings in the 175 in second. Corey Henry leading all the laps here in heat race number 4. So they had to get that sorted out. So unfortunate for the 175 of Richard Stallings. He will not be up front, and neither will the 84 or the 82. Right now it's the 175 and the 03 that are going to be leading this race and going to the trophy dash here in just a few, about 20 or so minutes, once we get all this sorted out. Alright, green flag is back in the air, folks, here at Williams Grove Speedway. Corey Henry getting a tremendous start. That is what he needed, but the spot we want to watch is that 175 machine of Richard Stallings. He has the 84 of Chris Brenner all over his back bumper. Chris Brenner going to try to go to the outside, see if he can get by him. He cannot do it. He's going to try to dive it to the inside, I would imagine, right here in turn 1. He's digging it in hard, folks. I just don't know if he has enough time or enough real estate. As he gets by him, 175, that is, again, Richard Stallings, gets almost into the outside wall, gets way up high and off the groove, and that will let the 84 get by him of Chris Brenner. So now Chris Brenner is at cutoff spot with Richard Stallings all over his back bumper. We will see if he can get back by him here. He's going to have to do a nice slide job and make it clean if he wants it to stick. And he's not going to do it in turn 4 there. So we will see if he has any time left to do it here in turn 1 and 2. He's not going to have any chance right there. It's now he's going to lose a lot of ground to him. He's about to got a 4 car length deficit over the 84 of Chris Brenner. But again, up front, Corey Henry leading every single lap here. And further back, Roger Wagner back there in the back, as well as the 82 of JR Bash. So what's funny is Corey Henry may be leading every lap of this heat race number 4, but Chris Brenner just had the 11th fastest time during the heat race here. So Chris Brenner is faster than Corey Henry. I just don't know if he has time to get by him, though. It looks like that heat race is over, folks. So heat race 4 is over. It's going to be Corey Henry and Chris Brenner moving on to the trophy dash. JR Bash, Richard Stallings, Brandon Kreutz, and Roger Wagner going to the B main here tonight. Alright, folks, I believe we should have one more heat race, but either way, we'll either be right back with heat race number 5 or the trophy dash, so hang tight with us. Alright folks, they are getting a few things wrapped up here. We're going to have an invert of 6 for the Trophy Dash here. So again, we're going to have a 6-car invert for the Trophy Dash, and then we will be going green flag racing. They're just getting the lineups all set. So we will be right back as soon as they start to take the track. Alright folks, we are back as they're rolling out here for the Trophy Dash. We did hear from Race Control tonight there will be a C-Main. We did not think there would be with only 26 drivers. Usually it's 27, I believe. So, sorry about that misconfusion, but you get an extra race here tonight. So again, we'll do the Trophy Dash, then we will go to the C-Main, B-Main, and then your A-Main here tonight. So, but first, what we got to do, get through the Trophy Dash. Again, these are all the guys that finished first and second in their heat races. They're already locked into the A-Main. They just have to decide where they're going to start, and we have the top 6 drivers inverted. So that will make it a little bit harder on some of these guys. So we will see just how they handle that adversity, as we have the 57 of Justin Chapman out front for the Trophy Dash, followed by the 115 of Steven Renaud, the 03 of Corey Henry, the 39 of John Batista, the 28 of Zach Rounds, 21 of Sean Wallenfels, the 40 of Ricky Sanders, the 84 of Chris Brenner back there. So that will be your Trophy Dash. As we thought we were going green. We are not going green, folks. I repeat, not going green. Going to take one more lap around here. Alright, we should be going green this time by, folks. So we got, again, Justin Chapman out front for the Trophy Dash. Alright, green flag is in the air. Justin Chapman getting a great start, and that is what he needed. Steven Renaud right there on his back bumper, though. Take a look back here. We have the 39 and the 115. That is John Batista and Steven Renaud battling hard with Corey Henry in that 03 machine. Again, that is for the top 4 positions. Zach Rounds back in 5th. Sanders back in 6th. So they're going to battle hard, as Zach Rounds looked like he might have bounced off the wall. Now Zach Rounds getting into Corey Henry, who is now bouncing off the inside and outside wall. So that will bring out a caution. Take a quick look here, folks, and see what happened. Oh, he gets into the outside wall. Not sure if he had help at that point, but he just clobbered the outside wall, then the inside wall in that 03 Monster Cat machine. So he's got heavy, heavy damage, so he will go to pit road, it looks like, and get that damage fixed. Still out front for the Trophy Dash here, as they're under our first caution, is Justin Chapman, followed by Steven Renaud, John Batista, Sanders, and Zach Rounds. Alright, folks, we should be going green very shortly. We got Corey Henry getting that car fixed, and he is coming back to the back of the field. Again, we want to take a look up. Justin Chapman is your leader, and he will take the green flag here. Green flag is waved in the air. Zach Rounds back there trying to get up to the front, but right now Ricky Sanders and John Batista battling for second, touching, going into turn 3 here. That will let Zach Rounds catch up to him a little bit. So we got to see what these guys can do. That is back for 4th and 5th. It looks like Sanders is going to get by Zach Rounds and take that 4th place from him. Again, all these guys are locked into the A main, so they don't have to race each other too hard, but they want to get up to the front because that is just one more spot towards the front. You will start at Zach Rounds and Sanders getting into each other again, collecting just a little bit, just a bump, nothing major, but that's going to let the 84 of Chris Brenner get by Zach Rounds. So that's not, he's lost 2 spots in as many laps, and that is not where he wants to be, folks, as he's going to try to battle back by on the inside so he can pass Chris Brenner there. Looks like he will take that position. Nope, never mind, he's not going to get it. Take a look up here to Sanders, who's battling now with John Batista. We'll see if he can get by him here. He's going to dive it to the inside coming into turn 3. He just doesn't have it coming out of turn 4, though. A little further up, we have Justin Chapman still leading this race, followed by Steven Renaud in second. Those two are going to be putting on a nice battle here. We will see if Renaud does anything for Chapman, but I'm not sure if he does here. He's going to dig hard, though, and keep digging hard all race long, as they have only a handful of laps here to do it. Sanders going to be putting it to the inside again, getting out of shape and losing 2 spots. He may lose a 3rd one here to Zach Rounds. Zach Rounds so far did have the spot, but he couldn't get by to get up in front because Chris Brenner was there, so he couldn't complete the slide job, so he had to settle back. And that may be unfortunate. He needed that momentum boost right there to get by him, but with the 84 there, he couldn't complete the slide job. So that will let Sanders stay in front of him for this lap anyway. He's going to get on the outside now, see if he can do something up there. Zach Rounds going to dive it way up high. Now he's going to try down low again, going into turn 4. So they are battling extremely hard, but still up front again is Chapman. But Steven Renaud is all over his back bumper, now about 2 car lengths off. So he's going to keep trying. Renaud gets way up high, but does not let that slow him down any. As it looks like we are under another caution here, folks. Again, I believe it was Corey Henry coming out of pit road, so Corey Henry was involved in that one as well, so I'm not sure what he did. It looked like it might have been just by himself. We did not get a good look at that. But that is our second caution here of the Trophy Dash. Out front still, Justin Chapman, followed by Steven Renaud. John Batista back there in 3rd. Zach Rounds in 4th. And Ricky Sanders in 5th. Alright, not going green this time, folks. We were not going green. We will take the green flag next time by. Alright, Justin Chapman getting ready to take the green flag here. Oh, sorry about that. We are not going green. We're all tight bunched up. We thought we would be going green, but they have waved off the restart, folks. Still under yellow. So we'll take at least one more lap around the track here. Alright, we should be taking the green here again, folks. green flag is in the air. Justin Chapman getting the start he needed as he gets a great start there. Zach Rounds diving it to the inside to try to get by Sanders there. He will complete that pass here. We'll see if he tries to get back by him. Oh, we got a big red back in the back. That is going to be Wallenfels running over Sanders, who is off the track now. That will bring out the third caution. So we'll take a look at that real fast. See if we can get a good look at it. That may conclude the trophy dash, actually, folks, as he gets right over the back of his car, gets all out of shape, and then keeps it going, though, folks. And that will conclude the trophy dash, actually. They did get together. It wasn't a caution, though. The race is over, as they're still beating and banging back there in the back. They like to have a little fun after the race is over. But Justin Chapman will be your winner here, followed by Steven Renaud, John Batista, Zach Rounds, and the 84 of Chris Brenner. We will see how they sort it out for the last two of Sean Wallenfels and Ricky Sanders. I'm not sure what they're going to do there, but we will let you know as soon as we do what they're going to do. But we will be right back after our national anthem here with your C-Main.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Alright, folks, we are back. Again, we just have a few more moments while they get some stuff sorted out in the pits, and then we will be starting the C-Main here tonight. So again, hang tight with us. We'll take a little bit longer the way we do this here tonight, but it is run more like a real race is. So we will get these guys out very shortly for the C-Main. Alright, just like that, folks, C-Main drivers are pulling out onto the track. So we will get these guys lined up, and then we will go green flag racing here. Again, we didn't think we were going to have a C-Main, but race control said we would. So these are anybody that finished below fourth place. The top two go to the trophy dash. Third and fourth go to the B-Main. And from fifth on goes to this race here, which is a C-Main. So that is how the format works here. So these guys will be battling to see. They will take the top four from this race to the B-Main, and take the top 10 from the B-Main to the A main here tonight. So we have 3 more great races coming your way, so hang tight with us. And as always, if you haven't hit the subscribe button and you like what you see here, definitely subscribe. If you like the race itself, give us a thumbs up. Let us know that you like what we put out here each week. We do this just about every day of the week, and you and people out in the chat are one of the biggest reasons we do this, to bring y'all good entertainment. So again, give us that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and we will be green flag racing here in just a moment. Alright folks, these guys are getting it lined up here. We might be taking the green flag this time by. We will be waiting. Alright, green flag is in the air. Number 10 car, that is Barry King, taking a very good start over the 31 of Roger Wagner. Roger Wagner is going to try to get by him here on the inside in turn 3 and 4. Almost touching each other, might have, and it looks like a yellow is out, folks. Not sure who brought out the yellow, or if they just didn't like the restart. Nobody's off pace, though. Not sure, Michael Hembeld's a little further back, but not sure if he actually spun or not. Sorry about that, but we just don't know who brought that out. Either that or race control was not happy with the start, but we will get another chance at it. Alright, so we should be going green flag racing this time by, folks. Double file, as we did not complete a lap. Barry King out front again with Roger Wagner on his outside. Alright, green flag is in the air. Hey, cancel that, folks. They were not happy with that, so they took that green back. Thought we were going green, as Barry King did hit the gas, but they were not how race control liked it, didn't like, so they will give it another shot. Alright, we'll see if they get the green flag here for the first one. Not a lap has been completed. Green flag is in the air. We're going to have a great start again by Barry King in that 10 machine. As the 76, that is Johnny Bell diving it to the inside to get by the 82 to take that pass from J.R. Bash. So he will take that spot away from him. Again, only the top 4 go. J.R. Bash shooting right back by him. J.R. Bash is the transfer spot right now. He is the car everybody wants to get by to lock themselves into the B main. Only the top 4 go. So we will keep an eye as Danny Waller Jr. getting a little out of shape there. He's going to lose that spot. Paul Crumry now in that 8 machine is your cutoff spot. Is him and Paul Crumry and Waller Jr. are going to battle it out hard, but Paul Crumry will take that spot for 4th place. So again, that is who we're trying to watch right now, is that 4th place car, as they're the last ones to transfer. And it might be the 82 of J.R. Bash here shortly, as Paul Crumry tries to get by him, locks it up to not hit him, and loses a little bit of momentum, but he's going to try to dig it on the inside here and get that 8 machine back up front. He's going to dig hard and just keep doing it every lap he's got to if he wants to put any buffer between him and Danny Waller Jr. back in 5th place. He's hoping if he can get to that 3rd spot, that will be a nice little cushion for him. But at the same time, that 82 machine of J.R. Bash doesn't want to let that spot up. He wants that. He's got that cushion. As they're going to touch just ever so slightly there. No damage done to either car. They're going to keep it going. They are just moving forward right now. Only a handful of laps here in the C main, so they've got to stay up front. As the front 4 have about a 4-car length lead over 5th place of Danny Waller Jr. Again, that is the guy right there, Danny Waller Jr. in that 1 machine. He's the one that's in 5th. He wants to get to 4th, and he's the closest person to do it right now, trying to hunt down Paul Crumry to see if he can pass him. Meanwhile, Paul Crumry is trying to get by J.R. Bash and see if he can take that spot from him. So both of these guys going to be battling hard. That is for 3rd and 4th right there. Right behind them is 5th place of Danny Waller Jr., who wants to be in 4th. He does not want to go home tonight. He has got to pick up the pace if he wants to get up there. He's giving it all he has right now, as he's going to slide it to the bottom, but he loses a lot of momentum coming out of the turn 2 there. So again, he's got to pick up that pace if he wants to get there to the back bumper of Paul Crumry. He's all over the back bumper of J.R. Bash. But out front, the leaders have really no worries right now, as they are just moving forward. Moving up, we got Roger Wagner up there, has pretty much a good 2 to 3, maybe more car length lead over the rest of the field. So he has got it moving right now, followed by Barry King in the 10 car in 2nd place. So he might have some company from the 82 and the 8 here very shortly, as Paul Crumry again and J.R. Bash are trying to catch him. Well, these guys are going to keep digging and digging to get every spot they can. Again, only the top 4 go to the B main here tonight, and that is Paul Crumry in that 8-7 up machine. So we only have a handful of laps left here. We will see what they can do. The car on the bubble is Paul Crumry. Right outside that bubble, looking in, is the 1 machine of Danny Waller Jr. back there, followed by Johnny Bell and Craig Levan. Those guys are definitely not moving on unless they pick up the pace and get up to the front. Take a look here. Paul Crumry looking to the inside of the 82. J.R. Bash, they touch. He cannot complete the pass. He wants that little cushion there as he runs into the back of the 82 ever so slightly. Just a little bump. No harm done. He's going to keep digging, though, to see if he can get by him. He wants that little cushion so that he's not the first car possibly to get past and will go home. Right now he's safe, but for how long is the question. Danny Waller Jr. losing ground on him, so he's got a little bit of a safe cushion. He's not too close to going the first car, not going to this B main here, but mistakes can be made, and it looks like that may round it up there, folks. That will conclude the trophy or the C main here. So moving on is going to be the 31 of Roger Wagner, the 10 of Barry King, the 82 of J.R. Bash, and the 8 of Paul Crumry. Those are your 4 cars going on to the B main, which will be coming up in just a few minutes. So again, hang tight with us, and we will be going to the B main very shortly here tonight. Alright, folks. This should be your B main here. Actually, take that back, folks. They should be letting them just a little warm up here, as these guys are just going to take an extra few laps to run some times in. So we will go on board with these and see what it's like to be in the shoes of these guys, inside that helmet with them, as they do a little bit of a warm-up. Again, this onboard camera view is brought to you by T&D Rustic Decor, the official rustic decor, furniture, knickknacks, anything you'd want up in Oklahoma City is where they are. So check them out on Facebook at T&D Rustic Decor. As we will be right back again with your B main after these guys get this warm-up done. Alright, folks, we are back here with your B main coming up. These guys are getting out on the track. Again, those top four made it into this B main, and out of this B main, they will take the top 10 drivers. Those top 10 drivers will move on to the A main here, so we are just moments away from your feature race here tonight. But first, we got to take these top drivers. We'll find out who they are, those top 10, and then we will go to that A main. So hang tight with us as these guys are going to get sorted out here, and then we will go green flag racing for the B main tonight. Alright folks, in your B main here tonight is going to be Dustin Sizemore, Paul Crumride, Derek Walker, Brandon Kreutz, Bob Raimondo, Barry King, Roger Wagner, Richard Stallings, Nate Davis, Brad Dyer, Jason Allison, Brian Irby, and Cody Olson sitting in the pits. Not sure if he's going to come out here or not. Thinking he does not need to be out here, but he is sitting in pits nevertheless. So we will go up to the front of this field here and get this thing started very shortly. Nate Davis out on pole for the race, followed by that 356 of Brad Dyer, the 20 of Derek Walker, and the 175 of Richard Stallings. At Dustin Sizemore and Bob Raimondo in row 3. Again, this is our B main here tonight, folks. We still have the A main coming up very shortly. Green flag is in the air. Nate Davis getting a great start. Again, that is what he needs. Only the top 10 advance, as we have a nice little battle going on back in the back here. Oh, Derek Walker into the fence, collecting Brandon Kreutz as well. That will bring out a caution. Let's take a look here and see what happened. See if he had any help or if he just caught that inside wall by himself. But either way, something happened to Derek Walker in that 20 machine. Oh, got into the car himself. Oh, and then got collected hard by Brandon Kreutz. Both of them having just a lot of damage to the front of those cars. Heavy damage. So they will get in. Jason Allison also getting in. Didn't see him get a whole lot of damage, as well as the 82 of J.R. Bash going to be on pit road. So those 4 cars getting their damages repaired. And we did not complete a lap, folks, so we will go back to double file start here for original restart. Nate Davis still out front with the 356 of Brad Dyer out on his outside. Not going green this time, folks. We'll take one more lap around this track. Got a huge field. We got 13 cars. So again, 3 of these guys will be going home after this race. Only 10 of these drivers will make it to the A main here tonight. Alright, we got those cars dropping to the back. Looks like we are going to go single file, maybe? Not sure here. Nope, they're just getting all lined up. Alright, so they're getting them all lined up here, folks. Getting them in the correct order that they should be in. It looks like Paul Crumry is going to be the cutoff spot right now. It'll probably be the 20 once they all get lined up. Not going green, folks. Thought we might. They're still sorting it out here. And the cutoff spot is going to be Paul Crumry. That is the spot we're going to be watching for right after they take the green, but we are not going a green yet. One more time at least by, is they're going to get something sorted out that they are not happy with. So race control is getting this all sorted out before we go green flag racing. JR Bash in pit road there. Not sure what happened to him as they run pacing, but he is going to get that car going back now. Alright, folks, we hopefully should go green flag racing this time by. We'll get these cars all sorted out here. Alright, green flag is in the air here. Nate Davis getting another great start. That's what he needed to do there. As Bob Raimondo almost on his side. That will bring out another caution. So go back again, not a lap completed as that was right at the start finish line. So we will go double file restart. I believe they only have so many double file restarts before they force them single file. So we're going to keep an eye on that as well and we'll let you know what's going to be happening. But that is the second or third time we have not been able to start this race here tonight for the B main. So we will see what these guys do, if they're going to go single file or continue to go double file. Still leading the race with no laps completed is Nate Davis though. Alright, now in 10th place, looks to be the 10 car of Barry King. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Roger Wagner is your 10th place car right now. So Roger Wagner will be where we focus on here. As these other guys will be battling, but they're going to be locked in. So Roger Wagner is, again, your cutoff spot here. Alright, green flag is in the air. Great start for everybody. Getting a great jump, as always, is Nate Davis. But Roger Wagner getting by the 33. That is Brian Irby. We got by him. So that will help his case out a little bit as he is no longer on that bubble spot. So he's going to get that spot, and it looks like Bob Raimondo is going to try. Brian Irby hitting the wall hard, stuck into the outside fence, and that will bring out another caution. We did complete a lap, though, so that will be your first official caution after the green flag has dropped and a lap was completed here. So it's getting a little wild here in the B main. You can only imagine what that A main is going to be like tonight. But these guys did finally complete a lap, so they will go single file. Alright, folks, single file. So we'll get this all sorted out and go green flag racing getting here very shortly. And it looks like Brandon Kreutz is going to be your cutoff spot here, back in 10th place. 4th fastest here in this session, but back in 10th place right now. So we will see if he can do anything to get up into that top 10, or further into the top 10. Alright, green flag has waved. Oh, Roger Wagner popping a wheelie. Bobbermundo getting a little bit into that. Not sure if he touched him, but he did lose a lot of momentum there. As now it looks like the 82 is going to try to get by Bobbermundo. That is J.R. Bash. Jason Allison right on his back bumper, seeing if he can pass him. Oh, we got a lot of beating and banging going on back here with the 44 and the 8 and the 10. They are just all over each other in the back of the field here. But really the battle, we got a good battle going on between the 82 and the 53. Going a little further up front, Derek Walker may be trying to put the moves on Nate Davis, as Derek Walker has the fastest time in the session here, just unable to complete the pass right now on Nate Davis. So we'll see if Walker has anything for Davis in the coming laps here as we go a little bit further back. And we're going to see if anybody can do anything. Paul Crumry still putting on a good run. Right now we've got a battle between Roger Wagner and Dustin Sizemore. Roger Wagner trying to see if he can get by Sizemore. If he's going to do it, he's going to have to do it in a corner on the straight, or either on the straightaway. But most of it's going to happen on the bottom side here, as that top side's not looking like it's going to roll in too well. So he's going to have to try to dive it there, as we may have a wreck here. We do, so that will bring out a caution. Take a look here and see who was all involved. Alright, we know Allison was involved, but we will see who else was involved in this. Oh, the 33 gets into the 82, flipping Allison just end over end in the air. So violent end for 3 cars there. The 82, the 028, and the 33 all taking heavy damage to their cars there. So that is not how they wanted to finish the race. But it looks like those 3 might be done. Jason Allison is off the track now. Alright, folks, they're going to take just another lap here and get it all sorted out. But again, Jason Allison is no longer on the track, so only 2 spots will not go. And it looks like Brian Irby may be off the track as well as J.R. Bash. All 3 of them having a violent wreck and flipping. So the rule here, if you flip, you're off, you're out of the race. So all 3 of them did manage to flip their cars over in that wreck. So that should do their night in. Unfortunate for them, that was a violent wreck again. But that being said, everybody in this race will transfer now with those guys out as we take the green flag. So now it's just a matter of watching for good battles here, as everybody will transfer to the A main. Take a look back. We don't really have any close battles going on here. Brad Dyer trying to get up to the top 3, see if he can't put something on for Walker or Davis, as he's going to get right in there on Davis's back wheel, but he just cannot complete it. So he's going to have to settle for 3rd right now. We'll take a look back here. Bobbermundo battling Barry King in the back of the field here. Not much of a battle anymore, as Barry King's going to take that spot. We'll move a little further up to Roger Wagner here, trying to put a good move on Sizemore. We'll see if he can get by him. He's right beside him going out of turn 4. See if he can complete that pass. Oh, Sizemore just slams into Roger Wagner, putting him into the inside fence. We will take another look at that, folks, as caution is not out so far. They are still racing. That is not good for Roger Wagner, as he will transfer anyway. Sizemore just coming off the wall and just nailing Roger Wagner and putting him in last place in this race. Now the 53 and the 10 getting in together, the 10 getting spun around. So there's a lot of beating and banging going on, but no caution so far. Meanwhile, up front is Nate Davis, followed by Derek Walker in first and second. We'll see if these guys got any of a battle going on. There is a lot of banging and beating going on between the last about 5 cars back there. Roger Wagner and the Barry King getting the worst end of the deal here, as they were both hit violently hard, and no caution did come out for that. So we will keep going with our leaders here to see if either one of these can pass each other. Right now, Derek Walker's trying everything he can to get by Nate Davis, just cannot complete it at the moment. Looking back to third and fourth is the 175 of Richard Stallings and the 356 of Brad Dyer. Those two are going to battle for third and fourth and see if they can pass each other, possibly try. Richard Stallings is going to try to get by Brad Dyer, but does not look like he's going to be able to do it right now. So he may have to settle for fourth. Look up front, though. We might have a contestant for the lead. We thought Wagner was Walker. Sorry about that. Walker was going to try to get by Davis, but he could not complete it. So he will fall back to second, as we only have a handful of laps left here. In there is Roger Wagner into the fence hard. Recovers, though. Somehow recovers the car. Not sure if he pitted or not, but he had some heavy damage from that, as these leaders are about to put him a lap down. He should let him by. We'll see what he does. He's not going to put up too much of a battle for the leader, as his car looks to have heavy damage there, leaning to the inside while he's on the straightaway. That front wing is crumpled up a little bit, so he does have some damage. As now the leader's trying to put him a lap down, but he is not putting it up with that. He is not going a lap down today. Into the wall again is Roger Wagner. This may play a factor in it for Derek Walker to see if he can get by, but Nate Davis does get by the 31 of Roger Wagner fairly easy. Now it's all up to see if Derek Walker can get by him. So again, this is a battle for first and second, with a lap car right in the middle of the 31 of Roger Wagner, who got just punted hard on the front stretch a few laps back by Dustin Sizemore. So that was a hard lick, cost him a lot of damage. He's at least a lap down here in this race, if not more than one, with heavy damage. And now we have a pass. Brad Dyer's going to pass. It looks like the race is over, folks. I'm not sure if that pass completed after the race is over or not. We will see here. Nate Davis going to go with the win, followed by Derek Walker. Looks like Brad Dyer will get it, followed by the 175 of Richard Stallings and the 16 of Dustin Sizemore. Paul Krumrye in that 8 machine. The 53 of Bob Raimondo, the 10 of Barry King, and then Roger Wagner in that 31 machine. Will be how they finish here in the B main. So again, they will get these lineups set, and we will go green flag racing here very shortly for the A main. Alright, folks, while we are waiting here, again, we are just waiting for the session to advance so that we can go to the A main. Then we will get those A main drivers to you as soon as we can. But before that, we do want to remind you that if you like the broadcast here tonight, make sure if you haven't, subscribe to us. We do this at least 6 nights, sometimes 7 nights a week. If you like this race and the way they run this like real life, make sure you give us a thumbs up. You fans out there are the reason we keep doing this. If it wasn't for you subscribers and fans of iRacing here watching, we would not keep doing this, folks. It is all for you and for the drivers. So again, make sure to give us a thumbs up if you like what you have seen here tonight. And again, we will be right back with your A main. Alright folks, we are just moments away from going to green flag racing here at the A main. These guys are getting all lined up on the track for grid. Again, the way this works for anybody who's new out there, once they take the green flag from iRacing, they will not go green. We will manually throw the yellow again, and once they do that, they will get in the order. They have 3 laps to get in the correct order based off of how they finished in their heat races and mains, not how iRacing said they should in qualifying. So again, they have 3 laps to do that. Then we will go green flag racing via race control for 40 laps. Once we take the green from race control after those 3 pace laps and getting in the correct order, iRacing will control the race from there on out. So that is how this race is going to work. So again, we are just moments away from taking the green flag. But first, they've got to get gridded, get in the correct order, and then we will be going green flag racing 3 laps after that. Alright folks, we are pacing. Give these guys a moment to get everything sorted out again. We have 2 laps of pacing here. Once that pace truck dives in, they will not take the green. They will get sorted out into their correct order according to how they finished in their heats, the B main and the C main, and then they will be given the green flag from race control, and then iRacing will control it from that point. So you will see them shuffling up here once the official green flag drops from iRacing, and then we will go racing 3 laps after that. And once they do that too, we will go through the official lineup to let you know who is going to be starting where as in this lineup. Again, they have to get sorted out. We have about half a lap here till they do that, so hang tight with us, and we will go through that lineup as soon as possible. Alright, they are going to get sorted out now, folks. Again, that is not the official green flag from race control. That was just the one from iRacing, so they're going to get sorted out here. So we got some guys coming up to the front. Justin Chapman looks like he may be our pole sitter for the race here as he's up front now. So we'll again give these guys time to get it all sorted out. And then we will go green flag racing after that. Well, these guys are getting in the positions they are supposed to be in according to how they finished. So we're going to have Justin Chapman, Stephen Renaud, Zach Rounds, Ricky Sanders, Chris. We're getting a little sorted out here still. We'll go through that again for you. Sorry about that. Thought we had them all sorted out, but it's going to be Justin Chapman, Stephen Renaud, John Batista, Zach Rounds, Chris Brenner, Ricky Sanders, Corey Henry, Sean Wallenfels, Nate Davis, Derek Walker, Brad Dyer, Richard Stallings, Barry King, Bob Armando, Dustin Sizemore, Paul Crumry, Roger Wagner, and Jason Allison tagging the back of this field here. didn't know if he was going to make it, but he is on the track now in last place. So we will see him as he's going around there on the track there trying to get caught up before they take the green flag next time by. We'll go up front here. Zoom in just a hair. We do have the 57 will be the one leading them to the green flag. Alright, green flag is in the air from race control. Again, from this point on, iRacing will control it. Caution laps do count. Justin Chapman getting a great start. That is exactly what he needed if he wants to get the win here tonight. That being said, Steven Renaud's got a handful right now. John Batista all over his back bumper as Batista's going to lose about 2 car lengths there. Zach Rounds all over his back bumper along with Sanders, who's going to get by the Zach Rounds there. That is for 4th place. So he's almost in the top 3 there for a podium finish as there is battling all the way out single file for the first about 8 spots. As Zach Rounds going to try to get back by Sanders. He's going to dig hard, but he just can't complete the pass in turn 1 and 2. We'll see if he can do it here in 3 and 4. He cannot get by him there. He's going to have to settle him. He may lose another spot to the 84, I believe that is. 84 of Chris Brenner, who has got a new paint job with the Reload Trading Paints, but he has got that new paint job on that car. So we will see just what he can do now. As he's moving up, he's in 6th place. Zach Rounds going to get into the inside wall there. Not sure if he had any help, but he recovered from it. No caution came out. So they will keep going as he's now battling back for 13th with Paul Crumry in 12th. As he might have that spot. We're going to find out. But right now, that is a horrible blow for him as he was running up front. He's going to have to try to make his way through the front. May have significant damage to the front of that car. Back up front, we have a little bit of a battle going on for the lead here. We'll see. Jason Renaud going to get by Chapman. So Chapman will lose that. They're going to battle back and forth. Chapman's led 6 laps. Renaud's led 3 laps. They're going to battle back and forth all night, it looks like. We talked about them earlier, both of them being fast. As it looks like Renaud is going to get the lead here. Renaud, sorry about that, is going to lead that lap, but Chapman is not done yet. He's going to keep digging, see if he can get it. They're about dead even going on the backstretch. They may have a lap car coming up here shortly. We saw there for a split second right there, Roger Wagner. So we will see if Roger Wagner has any play in this. He's going to try to stay out front and not go a lap down. They're too wide for the first 4 spots. Chapman getting out of shape, getting into the wall, as well as Sanders a little bit. Both of them do recover, keep going. Sanders going to lose at least 2 spots there. Chapman loses a spot to John Batista for second as a caution is out. And it looks like it's going to be Zach Rounds involved as he was off pace. And he has heavy damage there. So we'll take a look and see just what happened. So far, nothing major. We'll see head damage going into turn 3 and 4, it looked like. What exactly happened there? Oh, collecting the inside wall and Sizemore all at the same time. That was just a self-inflicted wound. Got that inside guardrail, and Sizemore had nowhere to go but right into him. So both of them, the 11 of Sizemore and the 28 of Rounds, getting heavy damage to their cars. Leading this race right now is Steven Renaud in that 115 machine right behind the pace car, trying to give the pace car a little push. Tell him he wants to go faster. Let's go. Get this show going. So those 2 cars are going to be battling right now. The pace car and him as we're under caution. Right behind them to finish out the top 5 is John Batista, Justin Chapman, the 21 of Wallenfels, and the 84 of Brenner. Those are your top 5 right now. A little bit further back, you have Corey Henry in 6th. Sanders now in 7th. Derek Walker in 8th, Nate Davis in 9th, and Brad Dyer back in 10th. So those are your top 10 guys as of lap 15 of 43. So we will see what these guys can do. And about lights are out. We'll be going green this time by. Leading the race is Steven Renaud still. We should be getting the green flag this time by. Pace truck is in. Green flag is out on the track now. Steven Renaud getting a great start. Again, that's what you need to do here to stay up front. Corey Henry diving it to the bottom of Sanders. He's going to try to get by there. See if Henry can get by Sanders. He's right on the inside right now. Just can't complete that pass as he's trying, but he's going to keep digging. Looking a little back. Oh, we got one in the wall. That is Chapman. Not sure if he had help, but he... excuse me, folks. He is still rolling on his side there. So we will take a look and see what happened to him. Justin Chapman getting a horrible end of that deal. Oh, Wallenfels tagging the back of his bumper, collecting a couple of people, managing to get through. Oh, Bob Raimondo, and looks like Roger Wagner went through without too much damage, but Bob Raimondo getting heavy damage from that wreck as well. Oh, unfortunate for Chapman. He had a great run going all night to be, it was just a slight tap from Wallenfels there. Just caught the back of his car and spun him around right into the outside guardrail here. And that guardrail is not forgiving here at Williams Grove. So that is unfortunate for him, as that probably will put him out of the race, as he is one lap down now in 16th place. Leading the race, though, is Steven Renaud. So he has led 12 laps here of the 19 laps led. Chapman, the guy out of the race now, led 6 of the other laps. So the only other person to lead is out of the race. So that will be interesting to see if John Batista, Chris Brenner, Sean Wallenfels, or Ricky Sanders in those top 5 have anything for Renaud. But right now, I am not sure if they do. We will find out when we go green flag racing here in just about half a lap or so. Alright, lights are out on the pace truck. Pace truck diving into pit road. It's a bit of a long pit road here to get into it, but he does make that dive. Steven Renaud out front still, as the green flag is back in the air, folks. So great start by Steven. That's, again, what he needs to do. We got a nice little battle going on right here. Chris Brenner's going to try to get by John Batista. That is for second place. They are going to battle hard and see if one of them can get it. Chris Brenner wants to take that spot away from John Batista, but he can't complete to pass that lap. So he will keep digging, see if he can get to the bottom and get by him. Look a little further back. Ricky Sanders back in 6th place now. Corey Henry getting by him. Derek Walker in the 20 machine in 7th. He's trying to get back. 8th place, Nate Davis, who's got a lot of pressure from Brad Dyer. Ooh, and Richard Stallings, both of them getting a little out of shape, but keep it going. No harm done. Right behind them, Roger Wagner. As Stallings gets into Dyer there just a little bit, but they, no harm done. They keep it going. Just a little bit of a tap. Sizemore back there behind them in 12th. So we will see. Those two got into each other earlier. Well, Sizemore getting into Wagner anyway. So interesting to see them two battling again back for 11th and 12th. So we will see how this time goes, as last time it didn't end well for Roger Wagner. But right now, Roger Wagner is ahead in 11th place. Moving back up front, John Batista still in second. Steve Renaud still in first. Wallenfels may have a challenge here from Chris Brenner. Chris Brenner's going to take the inside again. That's for third and fourth. He will take that spot, but he's going to get it taken right back at the slide job by Wallenfels. And now Corey Henry is going to try to get that spot. Just doesn't have enough on the outside, so he's going to fall back behind him there. We'll see if he can try to make a move here going into turn one as Brenner dives it in deep and hard into turn one to gain at least 3 cars over Corey Henry there. Looking a little further back again, Derek Walker and Nate Davis have a nice little cushion there over the 9th place car of Richard Stallings. Roger Wagner still battling back there with Dustin Sizemore, with Richard Stallings right there in front of him. It looks like he's going to get by Richard Stallings. They touch just a little bit going into turn 3 here. Out of turn 2 and into turn 3, just a slight bump. Both of them keep it going, just a little wheel hop, nothing major. That will help Roger Wagner there, as he's got a little bit of a break over. And they touch again coming out of turn 2. Richard Stallings getting into the outside wall. So they didn't really touch hard, but it got Richard Stallings out of shape, and that did put him in the outside wall just a little bit. Now Sizemore is going to try to get by Richard Stallings and see if he can complete that pass or not. It looks like he's gonna try, but he just can't do it. Does not have the speed that he needs to get by Stallings right now, as we're on lap 30 of 43. Check back up to our front. John Batista may have something for Steven Renaud. He's gonna push it hard and try to get by him. He's about 2.5 to 3 car lengths off of him though, so he's gonna have to dig deep and hard if he wants to get by him before time runs out here. His laps are winding down really fast, and we are going green flag racing a lot here now once those few cautions got out of the way. So these guys are going to have to try extremely hard. Looking a little back, Ricky Sanders in third now over Wallenfels, but they are still battling. Wallenfels may have the battle here, as they are literally almost tied coming across the start-finish line. Ricky Sanders getting just ever so slightly beat by Wallenfels, but he will complete the pass coming out of turn 2 to go to lap 34 coming up this time by. They're going to battle extremely hard. Derek Walker up to 7th. He's going to see if he can get by the 03 of Corey Henry and Chris Brenner in that 84 to see if he can get that 20 machine up into the top 3, possibly get a win. But so far, it's 10 to go, 9 to go this time by. Steven Renaud is your race leader here. He has got to keep going, though, because John Batista is all over his back bumper right now, and he may have something for him here in these closing laps, as we're going to have 8 laps to go when they cross the line here. These guys are battling. Steve Renaud getting into the wall just ever so slightly there. So John Batista still right with him, as he's going to try to get by him on the outside here, going on the backstretch into turn 3. I'm not sure if he has anything for him, but he is going to try. Steven Renaud up high, almost getting into the wall, but that is how you get around this track. John Batista is trying everything he can. The car you might want to look out for, Ricky Sanders in third, making his way up there ever so slightly. Stealth mode. He is coming, but 7 laps to go. I don't know if he has enough time, as the yellow will come out, and that is going to be for Corey Henry in the 3 machine. So we will take a look and see what happened. Oh, he was already into the wall there, taking a hard lick to the outside wall. Not sure, he did keep it going, but the caution did come out as leaders were coming around. Oh, then he flips it again. So he got some heavy damage when he hit that wall on the front stretch. Manages to limp it around to the back stretch while hitting the wall again and flipping it, tearing that car a lot. So that will probably end his night here tonight, folks, as he is in pit road now. Out front is Steven Renaud, led 32 laps here again. The only other car to lead a lap was Justin Chapman, who is no longer in this race. Corey Henry in pit road, 1 lap down now after that damage. Brad Dyer is out of the race. Justin Chapman is out of the race. Zach Rounds is also out of the race, and Barry King is sitting on pit road 27 laps down, so a lot of damage there. So again, the top 5 after 38 laps, it's going to be 39 laps here, is Steven Renaud, John Batista, Ricky Sanders, Sean Wallenfels, and Chris Brenner. And those are your top 5 drivers. As we're going to go green this time by, lights are out on the pace track. We're going to go green with 3 to go, folks. If we get a caution at this point, it will end the race. So these guys have to be on their best behavior here with only 3 laps to go. Alright, pace truck is in. Green flag out. Getting a nice little lead there. Steven Renaud taking the green before the green flag actually came out. But that is kind of the way that it works. John Batista still in second right now. That is the battle we want to watch, as Ricky Sanders really wants that position from them to take second place. He will have it at the line. No, he won't. John Batista still in second at the line. Ricky Sanders digging hard. He's trying to get up to the back bumper of Steven Renaud, but I am not sure if he can do it. He is by John Batista, and he's going to dive and dig hard these next 2 laps. White flag will be coming out right here. Final lap to go. John Batista getting a wheel hop off of the inside tire there. That is going to put him in the outside wall, so it looks like your winner is going to be Steven Renaud, as the checkered flag is waving. He will come by Wallenfels in the wall, but it does not matter. Your race winner is going to be Steven Renaud. He will bring home the win here tonight, followed by Ricky Sanders and Chris Brenner, going to be your top 3 drivers. So again, folks, don't go anywhere. Hang tight. We will be right back with your top 3 interviews. So hang tight with us, and again, we will have those out in just a few seconds. Alright, folks, we are back. Apparently we do not have first or second place tonight, but we will start with third place as always. So, Chris Brenner, you got a copy?
I do, sir.
Alright, first off, congrats on a third place finish. Finally got you the right paint job on your car with our trading paints acting up a little bit. That being said, we always like to know, as far as the track went, how was it? Was it 1 groove, 2 groove? Was it a little bumpy, ruddy, or anything, or was it pretty smooth out there?
That was pretty smooth all night. It was a one-line track for a while there till maybe the second half of the race. The bottom line opened up for us, and I was able to make a few passes down the bottom when that happened.
Yeah, you definitely put on a good show, a good run here tonight. For this Saturday night 360 race. That being said, coming into the night, being we've been here before already, did you think you had a chance at the top 3, or were you just trying to make the A main? What was your thought process coming into it?
Well, I'm lucky to be in the top 3 tonight. The way things were going, I've made a lot of mistakes hitting the inside wall. I got shuffled around, and I know a lot of other guys had some issues too. So I'm lucky to be up here in front. John Batista right at the end there got kind of screwed. I got into Derek Walker there. Sorry for that. That was a little chaotic at the end there, but I'll take it.
All right, well, we'll let you go celebrate your top 3 first. Real fast, get to any sponsors, anybody you want to give a shout out to tonight?
Yeah, thanks a lot. My beautiful wife will let me race tonight. I know weekends it's not the best thing to be doing. My mom, she always likes to log on and watch us race here, so hi Mom. Thank you, Local 45, Eaton Boss Insulators, and UW Motorsports.
All right, well, there you go, folks. That was your 3rd place finisher. Unfortunately, we do not have first or second here to interview tonight. So with that being said, we will jump right to our race results. Being our top 5, again, Stephen Renaud, Ricky Sanders, Chris Brenner, Derek Walker, and John Batista. 6 through 10 is going to be Nate Davis, Roger Wagner, Richard Stallings, Dustin Sizemore, and Bob Raimondo. Starting in 11th, Jason Allison, Paul Crumry, Sean Wallenfels Jr., and Corey Henry and Brad Dyer in 15th. And 16th through 20th is going to be Justin Chapman after leading 6 laps. Ended up falling to 16th. That is unfortunate for him. 17th, Zach Rounds. 18th, Barry King. 19th, J.R. Bash. And 20th, Craig Levan. So again, those are your top 20 drivers. Drivers not making it 21st and on: Cody Olson, Danny Waller Jr., Johnny Bell, Michael Hembold, Brian Irby, Brandon Kreutz, sorry about that, and Charles Hayes, who came in a little late, so he did not make it. But on behalf of MaxSpeedTV and DSRL, we will see you again next Saturday night.